Long didn't realize that he was parking his 2 batteries of 15-pounder guns right under the noses of the entrenched Boers, and boy, would he pay a heavy price.
As those 2 field batteries moved forward and took positions opposite Fort Wiley, which was over here on this side of the river, the Boers opened fire with their Mauser rifles, a pom-pom machine gun, and artillery. Within minutes, most of the horses of the 2 batteries and 2/3 of the gunners were dead or wounded, including the battery commanders. And Long himself shot through the arm and the liver. He was urged to order the survivors to abandon the guns and escape. He's reported to have replied, "Abandon be damned, we never abandon guns."
Buller wants to withdraw, but he can't leave 12 guns in the hands of the Boers. It would be career suicide. Guns were more important than men. So he asked for volunteers from his own staff to rescue the guns. Major Prince Christian Victor, Queen Victoria's grandson, Captain Scofield, Captain Congreve, and Lieutenant Frederick Roberts, that's Lord Roberts' son, put up their hands. They take 5 teams of horses and head off to the guns. At the donga, they find an injured medical officer attending to the wounded, as well as Colonel Long.
And they also recruit Corporal George Nurse, one of the only artillerymen not wounded in the initial action.
Scofield and Nurse, with 3 teams of horses, hitch up 3 guns and start to return to cover. 1 gun is hit by a Boer shell, but the other 2 return safely. When they turn around, they see that Frederick Roberts has been wounded. Rushing to his rescue, Congreve and the medical officer are fired upon. Captain Congreve is hit twice, and the medical officer is hit 3 times.
Buller has now lost the will to fight, and he orders the withdrawal. But communication did not reach everyone, or they were pinned down and effectively abandoned by the retreating British. This is when the Boers take prisoners. They cross the river, capture 200 men, and retrieve the abandoned guns.
Utterly demoralized, Buller sends a telegram to the Secretary of State for War in London recommending that the garrison at Ladysmith should surrender and that his army should abandon offensive operations and instead defend southern Natal. Buller sent a similar message to Lieutenant General Sir George White, and he was besieged in Ladysmith.
That didn't go down well. Both men reacted angrily, making it clear in no uncertain terms that Ladysmith was to be defended to the last man.
Colenso was one of a trio of military disasters for the British in South Africa in a matter of a few days. Together with the battles of Machersfontein and Stormbech, it was labelled Black Week by the British press.